Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Rodolfo Barbosa, and today's video is very special because I'm going to talk to you about references, okay? Why references? Well, I usually say that every artist needs references. So if you're a musician, a painter, or any other kind of artist, you surely have good references to produce your art, besides, of course, a lot of creativity. But what about you? Leave it here in the comments. What do you use as a reference when building your dashboards? Do you have good references? I have mine, and I'm going to share with you one of the best references from my point of view, okay? So I'll go over to the screen and I'll introduce you to Qlik Demos. Qlik Demos is a Qlik website that has several applications for you to use, okay? I'll browse around a bit here. I'll show you a bit of the navigation, okay? So here, the site is demos.qlik.com, in this case, /Qlik Sense, okay? I'm looking at the Qlik Sense demo, but you could also look at Qlik View, okay? That wouldn't be a problem. Well, I have several apps here, and to see these apps, just scroll down the page and click on the one that interests you most, okay? Well, I have some filters too, so I can filter by my area of interest, for example, okay? I can filter by function, or by some tags, okay? These tags are very interesting. Often I find the subject I want through these tags. Well, there are many dashboards here, guys. But I want to draw your attention to a specific tag, which is this tag right here, mashup, okay? What is a mashup? Mashups are Qlik Sense dashboards that are not native, meaning, they use web development and CSS. So if you don't have that knowledge in web, CSS, HTML, front-end development, you might not be able to reproduce it exactly like this one. So if you're a beginner, give preference to the dashboards that are not marked as mashup. We call these dashboards native dashboards, which are dashboards that use almost in their entirety native Qlik tools, okay? Well, my favorite dashboard is already here at the beginning, right? Which is the Finance Toolkit. It's not the prettiest, it's not the most modern, and it's not even the newest dashboard here. But it delivers so many cool features that for me, it's the best dashboard here on demos.qlik. Later, browse here, leave your comment or send me a DM telling me which was your favorite dashboard, okay? If you choose one dashboard a day to browse, pretty soon you'll be mastering Qlik Sense like nobody else. Well, I've opened the Finance Toolkit here, okay? And I'm gonna browse through this dashboard, okay? The Finance Toolkit has a lot of interesting information, okay? To open the dashboard, to actually get to the dashboard itself, you'll have to click right here on Launch Demo, okay? I clicked here on Launch Demo, and so you can navigate, right? It's going to open up your hub for you here, right? Actually, it's the application overview. This screen that's opening up, we call it the application overview. So what's in it, right? It has all the tabs that you can access. So I have the dynamic tab, dynamic actual versus forecast. I have the expense version, finance report, financial report, cash flow, composition, among other things. To open a tab, just click on the tab you want or on the folder, just like in Excel, okay? By clicking on it, I'll be able to navigate right here in my Qlik Sense. So what can I do here? I can filter a period by clicking on the bars, right? I can search for an expense type here, right? So I can click here, for example, look, and type something to search for my expense type. I can select the specific expenses I want to understand what happened in each of them throughout the month, okay? And I can filter it in a certain way. Guys, I don't know Qlik Sense. I'm just starting with Qlik Sense now. It's my first project. Guys, open the dashboards, click on everything, because here there's no way you can break any dashboard. There's no way to delete anything, no way to ruin the visualization, right? Or remove an object. There's none of that. All these options in the demos are visualization options only, so nothing can go wrong here. Just navigate, you can click on everything and it'll work out great, okay? I want to give you a challenge now. I want you to count how many indicators are here. Pause this video and count how many indicators are in this video. I'll leave the screen like this for you to count. You're supposed to pause, okay? No watching the video straight through. Well, now that you've paused for a moment, I'm going to count along with you. So together we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 indicators. Is that really it? Notice a very important detail. Here on the left side, I have an option called choose dimension. What is this choose dimension? It's an option that allows me to change the dimension of my indicators. So I can click here, for example, and change it to cost center, right? When I change to cost center, these three indicators here, right? The two on the left and this one at the bottom change, right? The fact that they change means what? Instead of having 8 indicators here, I'll have 8 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have practically 24 indicators plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In one small screen, I have practically 29 indicators. Folks, why does this happen, okay? It's the Qlik concept, right? And for those developing Qlik dashboards, to try and develop fewer screens, right? When the Qlik paradigm, right, the Qlik objective, when we talk about dashboard development, we believe that less is more. So fewer dashboards means more content, it means more visualization. Besides the performance issue, right, the dashboard being faster, more navigable, among other things, okay? I'm going to move forward here to show you a few more tabs. So I'll click on next here, okay? I have 2 ways to navigate. I can click here on the arrow, or I can click here on the down arrow and navigate to whichever dashboard I want, okay? I'll show you this one here, expense details and ad hoc or ad hoc. Guys, this part here is incredible. I don't even know how to count how many report possibilities you have here. Why? Like, what interesting things can I do here? I can select the dimensions I want here, see? And down here, the metrics that I want. So I'll take the actual here. And what is Qlik Sense going to do? It's going to build the table for me dynamically, right? Instead of having a fixed table with all the columns, all the fields, I have what? I have a dynamic option so I can build my report on demand, okay? So I can add new columns, remove other columns. I can even reorder them if necessary. Look, I can change their order here. I can change it to sort from largest to smallest, right? To get the most expensive, right? Or the cheapest, right? Besides that, right? Being able to filter what appears on screen, I can filter the content of this table here at the top. So for example, I want these columns here to appear and only the data from the global corporate entity to appear. Just click on global here, click OK, and it will already filter the table for me. So have you thought about all those Excel reports you make? Then you have to insert a column, then it comes back, your user doesn't like it, then you have to go back again, that back and forth that becomes crazy in the world of data. With the ad hoc report, with the ad hoc structure, right, as some people say, or ad hoc, well, whoever knows the perfect pronunciation of that, please tell me you solve it, okay? Well, there are many other screens here and I'm going to show one last screen, which for me is the best of all, okay? So I'm going to click here on navigation and I'm going to a screen here, which is the break-even analysis, okay? Before explaining this screen, I'll talk very quickly about the concept of break-even. Break-even is a concept that speaks of the moment, right? That refers to the moment when a company starts to make a profit, right? So how many products do I need to sell to make a profit, right? That's exactly what this screen shows. So I have the information here for units sold, fixed costs, unit price, and variable cost. So if I click here on unit price and put in 125, 125, for example, look, my break even will be sooner. If I put in, for example, 95, my break even will take longer. Look, this way I don't even reach the break even, see? It's impossible to reach the break even at this price. So imagine that I'm pricing a product for a large corporation. Creating a dashboard like this would be incredible for a number of reasons. I could predict roughly in what period I would be reaching a profit for a certain item. Well, this here, guys, isn't a Qlik feature, okay? This here is a mathematical calculation. So here, Qlik is just demonstrating the math behind it, right? Yeah, and it's very interesting to think about this when we talk about data analysis, okay? So what do I want to bring here to you? These possibilities, right? These visuals that Qlik provides. And then you can navigate to other tabs, right? I have other simulators like the interest simulator here for interest amortization. I have a composition screen here, right? And what's cool, you can navigate these screens and look for inspiration for your dashboard, you know, start having references. Remember at the beginning of the video, I talked about references. Well, nothing better than real references from real dashboards. So open these dashboards, navigate, use filters so you can get references for the dashboards you're going to develop. Well, that was my video for today. I appreciate your viewership. Hit that like button there. If you're on the platform, rate this video, give it a little comment, because it's a way for other people to get interested in this content. Yeah, it was an honor to be here with you, and I hope you like it.